Coming up in this episode, the water crossings continue, but the landscape changes dramatically. It is now more open deserts. But the day is really about Umling, the highest motorable pass in the world.
So just Mirak rolling out. Had a great night last night after an adventurous day yesterday. And we've got, I think, a couple of high passes today. One of them being Umling, the highest motorable pass in the world, which is pretty much the highlight of this tour, at 5,800 and something meters. So it's high. A few people didn't sleep too well last night because of the altitude. We're at 4,250 today. Going to be similar tonight at Hanley, where we're staying. Yeah, it's good. The weather, we had a bit of rain last night, and it's a lot cooler. So I've got a wool thermal top on and my rainwear on. I could be a bit warm, but given that we're going up to some high passes and the sun's not out, it's probably going to be cold. So I think I'd rather be a little too warm than be too cold. So anyway, it's a big day today. We've got an early start at 8:30, and estimated time at our hotel is about 5:30. So it's a big one, but should be good. First little water crossing of the day. Nothing like yesterday. Good to see Richard up on the pegs, doing his thing. Sahil. Another good view of the lake. Very different view to yesterday. Sun was shining, no clouds. Very different feel to the whole area, which is good. Good to experience it in both environments.
We were lucky enough to have a photographer with us, and he got some amazing drone footage.
There's another good view of the lake for you. Bit of sun coming out too, making it nice. Still a cold feel to the day though. We're 200 metres past the police checkpoint. We've already got our first diversion. It's pretty funny. Don't know if something fell off then or hit something. Oh, it's the phone holder. So we find ourselves on another piece of freshly tarred road. Poor Shiv, the road captain, can't keep up with it. He keeps telling us there's off-road sections, and because he was here like 3-4 weeks ago, and in that 3 or 4 weeks they've sealed it. They do such an amazing job in terms of speed of sealing these roads. I can't say I'm disappointed about it. It's nice just to cruise along, look at the scenery and not have to worry about the dirt. Dirt's fun, but you know, in a big group like this creates lots of dust and other issues. So just back there was a war memorial, and Shiva was pointing out that just over there, well, back a bit, I didn't film it because we're not supposed to. There's a little settlement where the Indian Army chiefs and the Chinese army chiefs meet for discussions, sort of like the neutral territory, but essentially that's Tibet over there, India over there. Also said we should see a few like military bunker armaments on the hills, which we're also not supposed to photograph or film, obvious reasons. But yeah, so it's a pretty, I suppose, volatile area, or could be, potential to be. There's a quarry, getting all their rock and dirt from. Oh, that truck was a bit fumey. Yeah, a roadwork compound by the look of it. So here we are at Sagala Pass. It's quite high, didn't even realise we were here. Surrounding areas are quite high, so it's a bit uneventful, but I think it's actually higher than the other ones we've done, our previous days. Well, we just pulled up Sagala Pass. Didn't even realise we were here, but we're here. It's quite a high pass too, one of the higher ones. Just uneventful, I suppose, because we've already been up at altitude. That's pretty awesome. Wave, Shiva.
Hey.
Shiva, our road captain.
Hi.
Lovely view of the valley coming down from the pass. Yeah, it's a whole herd of yaks looking at us. Some big horns there. So we're just about a little touch over 30k out of Hanley. We were supposed to stop for a morning tea break. I just have to guess that the place was shut because we're having our lunch at Hanley and it's 30k out. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I don't give you much room. Yeah, so anyway, we're going to have lunch at Hanley and then head up to Umling, which is probably under cloud, looking at those mountains over there. Anyway, that's a while off, so we'll see what happens. Funny coloured donkey, isn't it? Just don't want to hit one. Yeah, we're just on the outskirts of Hanley, and there's all these bumps. And here we... Oh no. Back there I managed to get air on both wheels. And I thought only in India can you get both wheels off the ground on a main highway. It's hilarious. Building up on top of a hill, I guess, is some form of monastery. Seems to be the case in India. No bonus walk tonight, I guess. What are we... Oh, is this the cafe? Milky Way Cafe. The old lunch point. There's a few drops of rain coming. And yes, I've just run through Hanley. Had lunch at a restaurant the other side of town. This, I think, would be the start of the dirt road that Shiva talked about. It's 25k. I forgot to look at my odometer to see what that is. And then it's another 10k after that. Up to Umling, highest motorable pass in the world. And what would be the highlight of this tour. I dare say it's probably going to be in cloud, but it could be above the cloud too, I suppose. That's the other thing. Depends on the level of the cloud ceiling. We'll soon find out. Like yak feeding time or something. Yak show.
Here is some more amazing drone footage, courtesy of the photographer Jay, who was on the tour with us.
On our way up to Umling, a bit of traffic coming the other way. I've just put my rain jacket on, it's sprinkling. Haven't put my pants on yet. And if it gets too heavy, I'll have to take the camera off as well. But for the moment, it's alright. It's just a light drizzle. Truth is, I don't mind my jeans getting wet. It's just that I don't want to get chilled at the top because they're cotton jeans and I don't have anything, don't have a thermal or anything underneath, so that wouldn't be a good thing. Look at that view. Some water off the lens, and look at that view. That's where we came through that road cutting through the centre. You can see plenty of bikes heading down. I've failed to ask the question of how to turn traction control off, which has actually been a little bit annoying because it cuts the engine every time it, loses traction. No one wants that. But still climbing, the rain's still holding off, which is good. And that view down there is getting even better. You still see that road that we came up through the valley, which was still uphill, mind you, but just still through the valley. Looks like someone's taken an Indian shortcut, and that Shiva, of course, he has. Well, I've just crossed over one little pass, but when I say little, it's still pretty high. But we're just on the descent now before we climb up to Umling. We're on the bitumen now, which is good, but still a bit bumpy and yeah, still 35k to go to Umling. They led us a little bit astray at the lunch stop for how many kilometres it was. Probably a misunderstanding, but that's alright. Great Valley. We ran ahead of time anyway to the restaurant because we skipped our morning tea, so in theory we should get this done sooner. Sign for that town back there, someone had rubbed it out, but it was the risk of getting a swearing ban on my YouTube channel. Fuck Jay. Is what it is. I don't know, but just... Oh, this is checkpoint. Wow, a lot of bikes. Well, we've just had a little quick break stop, having a ginger lemon tea, which I've grown quite fond of actually. Not really my thing at all, but there you go. Some nomad farmers over there in the distance. Yeah, and we're just actually pretty much on the approaches to the climb. I suppose this actually is the climb of Umling. There's plenty of bikes back there. Sort of hope they're not coming up this way. Bit crowded at the top if it is. Bumpy road. Good. And here we are, Umling, highest motorable pass in the world. And the drone is up.
We spent about 10 to 15 minutes celebrating our success of reaching the top of Umling, taking a few photos and marvelling at the high altitude cafe.
Here we are, folks, Umling, highest motorable pass in the world. We've done it. Taking photos, just going to get a big group photo now and be done with it. Head back down. Got the t-shirt, got a certificate, got some photos, all the usual stuff, and that's it down there. You can see where we're heading down. It's pretty awesome. I know the camera's just not going to do it justice at all. You just need to come here and do it.
We came across this sign on the descent from the top. How awesome is that?
And still on the descent of Umling. It's a long way down. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So nomadic farmers and their stock. A tough life up here at altitude. I suppose they get used to it though. Ho hum, another 5,000 metre pass. And that, if you can look down there in the valley, you can just make out the road that we're going along. And Hanley is down there in the distance. See that road down there in the valley? That's where we're heading to after we do these switchback descent. on the run back into Hanley. Nice dirt road, it's fast, but there has been, it's the way we came in and there was some horrendous washouts. So really got to watch your speed, because there was one that was just a cliff. We run into that full speed. Going to do some damage. So I've got to keep an eye out for that. But other than that, beautiful run back in. It's getting quite late in the day though at the moment. So coming up to 5 o'clock. I'm still not there yet. But what a beautiful day. This is the last stretch run into Hanley. It's pretty much the village straight over there, you can see. It's quite late, can't quite see the time. It's 5:30 I think. A beautiful afternoon. Big achievements today. Umling Pass.
In the next episode, we leave Hanley and head for the next lake of this tour. We pass through some remote villages and more high mountain passes before arriving at our accommodation that is in a remote village that is only occupied a few months of the year.